So in the last video, we spent some time importing a HyperCard stack to tilestack.com, an actual classic HyperCard stack from the Mac Classic environment, and that was the tiles out stack, which is what we see here. And this time around, I'm going to try to spend a little bit of time introducing you guys to the editor, okay, which is available when you click Customize Stack. And then we're going to actually move on and try to do a little quick customization to this stack by changing the black highlight to an actual color. Okay, so first off, when you click Customize, you do get this editor right here popping down. The editor is actually available on published stacks and unpublished stacks, so that provides a nice way for you to actually look at how different stacks have been put together without actually having to copy them to your own stacks. You can still kind of look into what actually makes up a stack. So the various options you have available are pretty straightforward. The bottom bar is the text bar. Anytime you have a button highlighted or a field highlighted, if you have text on the button or text in the field, those editors down there will control the text properties, alignment, the size, bold, italic, those types of things. The various tabs at the top here are actually allow you to basically use the different editors. In HyperCard, it was all pretty much done through menu bars. What we've done is put it on tabs. So when you click Stack, you're essentially looking at the stack information. Okay, what you see here is the ability to change the size of the stack. Over here is various options for the stack, and then of course the script for the stack on the right. Tile follows the same pattern. Okay, so you've got name, you can have a background picture that you can upload, you can actually customize a color, pick a color for the background, and you can then of course add new tiles, delete tiles, change various properties of those tiles, and of course set a script on the tile. And then of course the cool thing would be the button editor, which allows you to navigate around, click on the various buttons. As you can see, this is all just a collection of buttons. And then of course you would be able to resize them, which I'm not going to do because that would make it difficult to put it back exactly perfect. There is one field which on this stack, which is the background field, but the field editor more or less follows the same pattern. You've got your name, you've got the ability to set the style and pick a color. Add a new field, delete the field, set the contents, which is what this is, and then of course options for the field. So this background field here is actually the field that you saw in the first video where it's hidden, but we use it to store the listing of the cells on the game for a given card, what cells actually are highlighted. So the only other editor is the background editor. Now you either are in the tile edit mode or you're in the background edit mode, which is toggled by this edit background over here on the left hand side. So I click that and now tile changes to background. Okay, and again, same thing applies. You've got name, picture, color, you've got the ability to add a new background, set various options in the background, and pull up the script, which is where we're headed. So when I pull up the script, you can see that this is more or less the same script. We do have cool little syntax highlighting working, and this works in pretty much most of the browsers. I'm going to go ahead to get started here. I'm going to actually define two colors. I'm going to define a color that I want for the highlight color and a color I want for the non-highlight color. To do that, I need to store them in global variables, so I'm going to say on color, off color, okay? And I'm going to put a value into those. So I'm going to put red, green, blue value here, so 255, 255, 255 into on color, or off color, sorry. So that's white. And I'm going to put 0, 0, 128, which is 50% blue, into the on color. Okay. Now, if you notice, most of the code that's in here is actually focused on changing the highlight property. In HyperCard, highlight, if something was highlighted, a button was highlighted, it was black, and if it was not highlighted, it was white. That's how we actually implemented this stack in HyperCard. But now that we have color in the new tile stack environment, we can actually just change this property to say, set the color, okay, and instead of to false, we actually want to say, set it to the off color, okay. Moving on down, just basically follow the same pattern. So we're going to say set the color, okay, to the on color. Okay, and skip down to the bottom. We're going to actually say set color to, or if it's the on color, I should say, then set it to the off color. Okay, go back over here, change this to color. Okay, color, and then we're going to change this here to on color. Okay, one last thing we need to do in this important step, you have to grab the definition of the two color variables at the top, okay, because they're globals, okay, and globals have to be defined within every handler. We have to bring those down here so that they can be reused here, okay. So we're going to go ahead and define that. Okay, everything looks in order, and if I did everything right, I'm going to go ahead and click Save. We should have a blue Tiles Out game that works just like it did before. Hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what's possible with tilestack.com. More videos to come. Thanks.